that'll that pan will just cool off, and the sap, it just runs through. This is where you lose a lot of your it's going to become syrup. You lose it in the filter because the filter, the felt, soaks up the sap really well in the syrup. You let as much drip out as you can, but you don't want to squeeze the sap out of the filter bag, because that'll just force what you're trying to trap in the filter through the filter. So I think that's dripped enough. So now I'm going to take this and put it back on the burner, and this is my finishing pan, and then I'll finish this off. So I just take this filter with the pre-filters and everything. And I'm just going to throw that in the pan. Because I'll take that in the camp later and I'll wash it all out. Okay, we're back. And this is what we call finishing. So we're in the pan now, and I have another measuring stick for this one. And on this stick, you see it's 1 liter. When we get down to that line, that's 1 liter left in the pan, and that's what we're heading for. Something less than 1 liter. And we're just about there now. The reason I don't like to boil less than 40 liters is I get so little in this finishing pan that it burns right quick or boils over right quick. And anybody who's made maple syrup, you know that as it starts to boil, it's about, I don't know, 2 seconds, and it goes from syrup to garbage, right? So that's why I like to have more than 40 liters. So I'll end up with more than 1 liter in my pan here to finish. But hey, I didn't have it today, so this is what we're going with. So we just keep stirring this, and we have to watch the temps now too. So we put my gauge in here, and I'm looking for something around 219 or 220 degrees, and it's only 209 right now, so I've got a ways to go. So because it's almost bottling time, here's the bottle I'm going to use. I like to use the fancy looking old rum bottles, or this is a whiskey bottle. Crown Royal, actually, Crown Royal bottle. It's nice, got a nice top, and you like to have a bottle with a screw on top, especially if you're going to store it, because you can get it on there tighter. So I have my bottle ready. I had it in the camp already and washed it. And if you pour this sap off your spoon, if it sheets coming off the spoon, I'm not sure how well you can see that. That means it's getting close. It's just like making candy, I guess. But anyway, we're a long ways from it sheeting. And the temperature is saying 216, 211, 217. We're sneaking up on her. So I'm going to get my bottle ready here so that I can pour my sap, or my syrup now. I can't call it sap anymore, folks, it's syrup. Sorry for the rough ride there. Here's my setup for bottling. I have a stainless steel funnel on the top here on this little stand. Then I have my bottle. And I put the top of the funnel right into the bottle because I don't want any of my sap to spill out when I'm pouring it. So then when I'm ready, I'll just take the pan off the burner and then pour it through this funnel into the bottle. Okay, oh boys. So anybody who's made candy before, or like fudge or stuff like that, you know when you get that rolling boil all the way across the top of the pan, you know she's getting close. 216 still. Okay, we're getting closer. I can't stir the foam off this, so I have to turn the heat down a little. I'll tell you that burner is working some sweet since I cleaned it. And the temp. 216. Start to sheet off the spoon. Can you see that? Not very good, eh? Probably not. But anyways, 217. When the sap is at 219, they say it's ready, 7 degrees above boiling temperature, right? And I've found in other years that if I take the sap right off, if I stop the boil right at 219, then the sap was too runny. So what I do is I wait for it to get to 219 and make sure it's at 219 for a period of time. So then when it goes to 220, then you know I know for sure then that's going to make decent syrup. And she's at 218 right now. And this is where it gets tricky because a little bit of heat and it'll boil over. There, she just flashed into the 219 range. So I'm going to soon take this pan off and pour it in here into this bottle. We're all set up there, ready to go. It's at 219. So as soon as this rolls over to 220, I think I'm going to cash in my chips. 219, I've got to get my warm gloves on. She's getting close, boys. Are you as excited as me? Oh, maple syrup. I wish you could smell it. Now, another thing I used to notice is this foam that's building up on it now. You can see it there. That would kind of build up and then go away. But it doesn't seem to be going away this time. We're sitting at 220. And I like to check the temp different places in the pan. 220. She just flashed from 220 to 221. So you know what? I'm guessing we're done. So that's it. Here she goes. Now I'm going to pour this out. They say you should bottle it around 195 degrees or hotter so that it'll be preserved. So I definitely have that here. So here we go. I hope you can see this. Ow, it's hot. I must say, so there we go. Now I just put this pan outside here. And I take my funnel and put that out there too. Because that's all going to come in the camp and get washed. So there we have it, folks. She's kind of not right clear right yet. I'm hoping that's going to settle out. But I don't know, she looks pretty cloudy. But anyways, we're going to cap that. Wet the cap to seal it. And there we have a jug. Now that's a 750 milliliter bottle, so I'm guessing I probably got 600 and maybe 675 milliliters in it. And that was with just a little over 39 liters of sap. So you can see that it takes quite a bit of sap to make the syrup. It's worth it, I think. I had about 39 liters of sap, so that should have made just about a liter. But you lose some, well, depending on the sugar content, it might not be exactly 40:1, and then you always lose some significant amount, or I do anyway, in my filter. So that's the way she goes. So that's my sap. I'm going to take that in, or my syrup. I keep calling it sap, it's syrup now. I'm going to take that in the camp. It'll cool overnight, and in the morning I'm going to have some camp toast with syrup on it, and I'm going to video it and show it because there's been lots of people asking about this, and I sure appreciate all the people that have been out there